I have a friend named Pete, and Pete's a pretty interesting guy. In high school, he used to unicycle all over the place, and when you're in high school, there's very little to differentiate you from one person to the next, and unicycling was Pete's thing. He'd go up and down stair sets, and people would try it, and they'd fall down, and he'd try to teach them, and it wouldn't work. He was the ginger who unicycled. But Pete's interesting in lots of other ways, too, because he does amazing things. As a matter of course, he's one of those people who seizes the day. He works for a software company who designs software for the U.S. military. It's like an app that lets them see the battlefield. It's pretty cool stuff. Last spring he hiked the Appalachian Trail. He runs marathons. And his attitude about all this is probably the most inspiring thing, because he just does it. There's no distance for him between deciding that he would like to do something and actually doing it, which is, I think, what holds most people back from doing amazing things. But Pete has a new adventure, and it's the greatest one yet. Pete set out a month ago from Arlington, Virginia, to unicycle around the world. And this made me sad for a couple reasons. One, because I like Pete and I like spending time with him, and I won't get to do that for quite some time, probably years. But also, rather selfishly, because I felt like I hadn't done anything great in a while. I like my life a lot. My life is fantastic. But I am one of those people for whom the distance from deciding I'd like to do something great and doing it is a little bit further than it is for Pete. And I want to do great things too. I have that hunger, like I think most people really do. So, I was a little bummed and a little bit self-pitying, and anyways, I decided that I would take on a big project in solidarity with Pete, and in competition with Pete, I guess, in my own mind. So I'm going to write a book. I write science fiction stories, and I've written a few already, and I haven't sent them out to enough magazines, but I have sent them to a few and they haven't been published. That means very little, I'm told, because everybody gets rejected all the time until you're established. But maybe my writing is bad. These are the anxieties of the unpublished writer. So I'm going to go for it, and I'm going to write a book. And I have an outline for the whole book, so I know where I'm going. And yesterday, I started writing it. And I'm going to read it on YouTube in installments, sort of whenever I feel like I got to a good stopping place, and have sort of gone over it for grammar and such like. I'll read it. And hopefully some of you will like it and want to listen to the story, in which case that'll be fun. And if nothing else, maybe some of you will be inspired to do something risky, do something a little bit out there, like Pete, and like me.